Hello.
Hi, we're here.
We're here. Certainly a thing that we are. Right. My Twitch is up. Some stuff I should have done before the stream started. Yeah. I am here, chat. I am. Well, me and Blue cheated a bit this week because we did hang out yesterday.
Only briefly, let's be real.
We briefly hung out. It was not the most egregious skirting we have done.
Yes.
Okay. A little more head empty than usual because my class was cancelled. I'm a little bit more sleepy.
I don't know what I'm doing today, but I ain't gonna worry about that just yet because I'm doing warm up.
You gotta warm up to get through first.
Yeah, I can engage my brain in a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hello.
Hi! Hey, bud! I know we were just talking like a few hours ago, but hi! Gotta warm up my drawing wrist.
Do my whole shit around. I was definitely prepared for this stream.
You were prepared.
I was so ready. Yeah.
How do you think I was doing? you messaged me first.
Blue was later than me today.
You messaged me. That hasn't happened for the like year and a half that we've done.
Normally,
this.
I'm in a class before this. So I'm normally like in a lecture, and you're like, "You good for today?" And I'm like, yes. And then I go back to my class.
I had to go out, and we were like racing against the clock because it was one of those things of like we don't want to just leave and be rude, but I was also like looking at my watch and just being like, ready for off. I have a schedule that I'm doing a terrible job of sticking to.
Things to do.
I have a schedule that I'm very poorly sticking to at the moment, but it's fine.
Oh, me too. Very much me too.
If anything, Artstream is the only constant.
Yes. That has been true for at least a year now.
Hey, Des.
Hello.
Because we don't have Pop this week.
No Pop, no
Pop.
O-Cups.
No Pop, no O-Cart. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I can play.
What am I supposed to do with my life?
I can play
Play
video
Final
games.
Fantasy with us.
I can play video games.
Yeah. Only words that Blue and I exchanged before going live today was, "I want to play video games."
I really just want to play some video games. I know what that is. That is the freaking brain melting of I've had to go and socialize with people for the last 3 hours. So I've just come home after being out in public, and I'm just like, ugh.
Want to crawl into ball with my Nintendo Switch.
I have a shiny Lux, right?
I know, you can stop flexing about it. Traveling tomorrow, I know I'm a god tier DM, but I can't do it on a plane. With that attitude.
Go play them video games. I love seeing the woos in the chat.
Yeah, so many hours.
I still have emote slots that I have not used up. I should really.
We need a Sadie emote, Blue.
We want a Sadie emote.
Need Scream. You'd like one of the, if you've got multiple slots to fill, do one of those 2-part ones that's like the Sadie and then the Scream.
One that's just the word wow. Sadie's gonna be so angry because she's gonna get so many pets on Friday.
I'm gonna annoy the shit out of her.
That's good because she's gonna keep you awake at night.
That's okay. That's the agreement that we have. I once laughed so hard that I could not remain standing at the fact she was wearing a cone, so I think it's fair. I had to go and sit down.
You saw her at her lowest point.
I really have.
And
in compromise, she vomits right next to where I'm sleeping.
I had to warn you when you turned up on the front door. I said, now just to let you know, Sadie's had some ear treatment, so she's wearing a cone.
It was so funny. It was me and Spook were just standing there watching her try and get from. We were just sat at the table trying to watch her go from middle of the room to the door. That's one of those things where we were just sitting there completely silently staring at her, but we were just like weeping. That was hilarious.
What was that it wasn't the fact that like she kept bonking into things, it was the fact that she would walk somewhere and bonk into something and then she would just freeze.
When we first put it on her, she kept getting the bottom of it on the floor. She wasn't used to lifting her head, so like she would just take like 2 steps and then it would slightly scrape on the floor and she would just fully like stand still and dissociate.
Poor thing. She's
oh, baby.
She's so much better now.
She is.
She has never forgiven us.
No.
Oh, God, my jaw hurts already.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
The visual is burned into my brain. So yeah, she we mutually annoy the shit out of each other for this reason.
It was the facts as well that like occasionally I'd take the cone off for like 5 minutes just to give her a bit of peace, but then I'd catch her scratching again. I'd be like, okay, it has to go on, and she would literally just like melt into your pillow just to be like, oh, my life is over.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She was like, she always wanted to be on the airbed.
She's like, I can't live like this.
I'm just gonna.
I can't believe you've done this.
It's a good weekend. It was a good weekend.
Exie! Hello!
Oh. Shouldn't be so funny.
Are you just going to be giggling about my cat for the next 10 minutes?
Is that, and also the photo I still have on my phone. The only photo of Spooko I have on my phone is the one of him holding Sadie with the cone on, and he just looks so sad.
Oh yeah, because I had to go out or something, so you guys...
You weren't there?
I wasn't there, so I just received this picture on my phone of my boyfriend holding my cat from you.
He was so upset. He was like, I hate you, you're sad. Oh, it was a good time. Yeah, you were getting your hair cut, Isaac.
Oh yeah, that was it.
It's a good time. Anyway, more of that this week.
Yeah, but she's not got the cone on.
She's not got the cone, no. She's fine now. She's free.
Free to commit crimes.
Noise crime. Be so many people she won't commit noise crime. She'll just be napping, knowing her.
Yeah. She'll probably say hello to a couple of people, and then once everybody's there, she'll be like, "Oh, okay, this is too many people. Peace out," and I'm gonna just let her like
Sadie,
let her go hide in the bedroom.
100% mood, Sadie.
Or she may surprise me, because she's done that in the past. Because when we first got her, I was prepared for her to hide from everyone.
It's true. She doesn't do that.
Like, the first time, like, you and Stanji and even my parents come around, I was just like, Sadie will probably just hide and you won't see her, and she just didn't. She was just like...
She wants to be, like, adjacent to your space. She doesn't want to be in your space or for you to be in her space, but she wants to be adjacent to it.
Yeah, she's not a lap cat, but she'll sit next to you.
Yeah, she wants to be in the rooms that you are in. And the vague kind of area of effect of you.
These circles are all kinds of wonky today.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's some shapes happening.
I am out of it. Jesus. Apparently I need an early night.
I was gonna have to cut a lot of the stuff I wrote last week, but I think I can just move it, which is nice.
Warm up circles.
Actually worked out a plot direction for this. I worked out a way to actually do this. Partly because I reread Picture of Dorian Gray this week, and forgot how much I love Picture of Dorian Gray. Oh my god. So good. It's so good. It's like, yeah. I haven't read it in, like, years. It's been a solid block of time. But I had to reread it this week, and I was just like, the whole time I was just like this. It's the comfort food book. It's so... I mean, it's not. It's a lot of terrible things happen in that book, but, like, so good. It's just so good.
I've not read it, I'm sorry. My classical literature is none.
I don't expect that from people. I'm weird. I am the weird one because I have read them. It's an interesting one because a bit like Jekyll and Hyde, it's really short. It's like it's 150 pages. Big.
Oh dang.
Hang on. Wait.
I don't know why, I always think that these, like, old, like, classic...
Books are really long?
Yeah, like, they're really thick ones.
I mean, this is what you expect.
Yeah, that's what you think.
This is everything Oscar Wilde ever wrote.
Oh.
Dorian Gray... Yeah, I made it to download Audible solely to listen to it. It's out of copyright. You can listen to it on Spotify.
I mean, if you have Audible, I can recommend many good books to you that are on Audible.
Yeah. And you can listen to Dorian Gray on Spotify, on YouTube. The actual reason that I've read so many classics, this is real, because when I was younger, I loved to read. I had an insatiable book appetite, but I had no money. All old books are out of copyright. You can get them free easily in any format you want.
Right.
Like, I could access classical books on my DS. I could access classical books through YouTube.
I had that.
Yeah.
Like 100 classical books.
100 classical books.
Was a DS game.
Yep,
I read Call of the Wild, unsurprisingly.
Hey. Many
and
books.
White Fang, obviously, as well.
Picture of Dorian Gray. Only that long. Which is about 100 pages.
It's not too bad, actually.
If you saw that on the shelf, you'd be like, that's a very short book.
Yeah.
Like, for size reference, it's like... not that big. As long as the Penelope. It's a tiny book.
Camera froze.
The camera froze. Oops.
There we
It's
go.
about this big.
Ah, there you go.
About the size of... Actually, I think this might be longer than that. This is longer than that, but it is, like, there's a lot of room. So, like, it's about that big. It's really short. Audiobook recordings of it come out about 3 hours, I think. And it's just... it's so good. Also very gay, if anyone needs any further encouragement.
Yeah.
It's one of the most famously gay things ever written. It's also just, oh man. Forget how dark it gets in places, actually. It doesn't get very dark, because it's still Oscar Wilde, but, like, there's a murder. But there's, like, so many sections of it that I've just, like, blocks of highlighted text, where I'm just like, I love it. One of the first times I ever saw two men kiss on screen was in a Dorian Gray adaptation. I know exactly which adaptation you're talking about.
Have fun on the arcadics. Thank you for dropping by.
None of that overtly in here because, obviously, it's a really, really good read. Yeah, it's put me in a good literature mood. You just knew, girls. To be fair, I literally had a talk on this on Monday. I haven't actually watched any adaptations of Dorian Gray because I was talking to my lecturer about this actually. We were all kind of in agreement that we've all seen bits of some and none of them quite get it. Like, partly because of the concept, like, Dorian is meant to be this, like, beauty beyond beauty. So, like, you kind of can't 100% faithfully adapt that to screen. It's literally not possible. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting. I won't go into it, Das, because this will be a class on Victorian gender roles and queerness in this time. But like, there's a lot of interesting things. That idea. There's no smooching in the book, I'm afraid. That's only because they couldn't. She's going on it at a point in the future. Yeah, sure. Teach Dorian Gray at any time. Victorian's queer? Hi, Frog.
Hi.
I summoned people with my talk of queerness.
Obviously.
Talking about Oscar Wilde, Frog.
The cluster is here. Since the cluster is here, that actually reminds me of, I don't know what we're going to be doing. Obviously, the option is good. I imagine we're probably mostly going to decide on the day, like, what we feel like doing. But it occurred to me that pretty much all of us own Switches. So if people want to bring Switches and we play, like, some sort of multiplayer game together, like Smash or something, then obviously, you know, bring your Switch.
I was always gonna.
Yeah, and potentially the little plug-in controller doodad, if you have it.
All right, yeah.
Because Smash is up to 8 players.
Hell yeah.
So everybody bring obviously their Switch and like their little sliding controller thing. I haven't got it to hand because mine lives in the
He's ready.
Yeah.
I will remember my charger this time.
We can watch Legends of Voss Machina. Certainly, we are behind. I will say, me and Spooky.
Yeah,
behind.
this is me, Kay, and Das were talking about this. It was like we wanted to because me and you are behind. Like on the Friday, we could watch 3 more and then do 3 more on Saturday. Switch Mini, that's fine.
That's fine. Because let me think. Because we'll have if Das rotates, we'll have Das's controller, your controller. We've got mine here, and then we also have 3 additional controllers here because we bought them to play Smash with.
Oh right, yeah.
So we've got backup controllers. So if Kay brings his and he's got a controller, then we've got the full 8. I think. I can't count. We've got a spare controller, so it doesn't matter if yours doesn't have it.
Fine. If we have to do shifts, that's fine. We'll enjoy watching all of you beat the shit out of each other in Smash as much as I will enjoy playing Smash.
I don't know what we're going to do. For the first couple of hours, we're probably going to be vibing around Tamworth because Swoop won't be there.
I mean, work it out.
Because my brain only clicked today and went, hey, you don't have a car. And I went, oh fuck, I don't have a car. I can't pick people up, I don't have a car. So I'll be catching the bus into Tamworth to meet all of you, and we're all just going to be vibing in Tamworth.
Fine. We'll work it out off stream. I have a concept for this scene, but I don't know if I'm, like, capable of it. Let's see if I can do this.
We certainly could walk, but I don't know how long the walk is because I've never walked this. We said this before. It's probably like a half-hour walk, but it's like a 2-minute drive.
Work it out. We'll work it out.
And we'll see what people want to do.
Trying to coerce my brain into listening to any other song. It's like I've been listening to the song on loop for so long. Those of you who have blend playlists with me, I hope you like Mother Mother.
Carls, roll me a d4. And if
You've been eating my d4s.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Hang on a second.
If you can't find any, this will be hilarious. Girls can never find a D4 because I eat them.
I have extra D4, but I can't ever find them.
Crunch.
They're the dice I use most commonly in my D&D sessions,
Crunch.
which is why Blue has been eating. Aha!
If it's a 4, re-roll it.
Okay, hang on. If it's a 4, re-roll. It's a D3 you want me to roll?
Essentially, yeah.
Is this a Wild Magic Barbarian? A 1.
1.
Oh, is this a form for a Pokemon?
It was one of our new ones.
Oh, hey, we're drawing a new baby. I suppose that's what we can talk about.
Yeah. So, number 1 is the grass type. It's Sprigatito.
It's the kitty.
Because grass types come first in the Pokedex for some reason.
They deserve no rights, so they should go first, so they get some.
Wow, that's rude.
I don't know, I'm just saying the truth, man.
That's so mean. That's so mean. What did Chikorita do?
Chikorita was weak to my fire type.
That's so mean.
Yeah, I am. I'm an asshole in Pokemon specifically.
It's a good thing Cynthia knows how to put manners on you then, isn't it?
I beat Cynthia in the end.
Yeah, we all beat Cynthia in the end.
Would have beaten her the first time if I wasn't dissociate so hard that I didn't buy any revives. I'm like, don't love the fire type, the new fire type, but think I will like what it evolves into. Just got a feeling, you know? I learned today Gato is Spanish for kitten, so Sprigato is literally seedling kitten.
Yes, it is.
I love the new fire type. Everyone loves the little dino boy. Like, I get it. I totally get it.
I like all of them, and I feel like I'm very... I feel very alone in this.
Oh, I like all of them. like all of them. I don't love any of them. There's none of them that I'm like, that is my one, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm gonna go for fire.
Yeah, I'm waiting on final evolutions.
For sure.
9 times out of 10, I'm a water person.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, Quaxley does have the bird bit going for it.
Yeah.
But
if it's a water flying, that's you done.
Well, as we learnt from Decidueye, that birds don't have to be flying type.
Very, very true. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I can take a hit on the fire type because literally one of the games is called Pokemon Scarlet.
I know, right?
So I'm like, okay, alone. I can take a slightly less me brand fire type.
Off the names alone, I was like, Scarlet and Violet. Wow, they are coming for our shins, huh?
You want a red tone and a blue tone?
Yeah, this is literally red and blue.
Both. Right, and that. I don't want to say that because too many artists here. I'm not going to say that.
What?
Okay, no one yell at me. Aren't Scarlet and Violet both different ratio mixes of red and blue?
I would put that to Frog.
I know Scarlet because is red with a tiny bit of blue tone to make it dual tone. Yes, not exactly. Aaron.
Oh, fuck off, Google. When I Google Scarlet, I don't care about actresses. I want the colour.
And hear from across the cluster Frog typing. The specific historical reason for Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I imagine that. Yeah, for sure. I'm just curious. Something I was thinking about. I'm like, this is a vague notion I got from brief research. Yeah, fair enough. Like, this is like a rare gem where I'm like, well, I know which one I'm getting.
Yeah.
It's decided for me.
I mean, I know that cardinals are called cardinal because they're cardinal red, but it's also... I think cardinal is very close to Scarlet, and obviously cardinals...
Yes, yeah.
Cardinals, along with being birds, are obviously religious folks, which is, you know, from that area of Europe. I don't know if that's has anything to do with anything.
We'll see. We'll see. Me and Scarlet, I'll have the little fire boy. Together we will beat up other toddlers. I like this song, but it's just got a weird thing in the back of it that just sounds weird. What do we call the new game, lads? Red and blue again? Nah, go for something close though. Ah, Scarlet and Violet.
Well, Violet's more of a purple, really, isn't it?
True, yeah. Team stands. We'll see what it's like.
If it's anything like when Sword and Shield happened, we will now have silence for probably a good 5 months.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that was what happened with Sword and Shield. They were just like, hey, new Pokemon game for the Switch, and then freaking
peace.
Peaced out for literal months. So we're probably not... If it's going to be late 2022, then we may not hear something until, like, freaking October.
Yeah, it'll be about October. Because I know that they tend to do, like, their big... Here's everything you need to know the month before it comes out. But for a month, you're just like, I'm surrounded by Pokemon. Yeah, Frog's put an explanation in chat. It's to do with the Second Spanish Republic flag.
A moino.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still in the post game for Brilliant. I'm not even playing Arceus, so like.
Well, that's the thing, because I got hit with a load of work as Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out. I didn't get to finish them before Legends Arceus came out, and now Legends Arceus has consumed me. So I think at this point, I think I'm closer to finishing Arceus than I am to finishing Brilliant Diamond, and it's an open world game.
To be fair, I haven't touched Diamond much since I finished it, because I've been back in Final Fantasy. I haven't really left. I am avoiding Horizon with my whole body and soul.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not seeing a lot about it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I know, you said last week, that's a good thing. I'd lose my life to that game. Been entertaining myself with serotonin by watching people who were very excited for Elden Ring play the first few hours of Elden Ring, and it's such good serotonin to see, like, watching like Strippin make it in the character creator like wiggling because he's so excited. Aww.
It's very endearing. Yeah, it was very good, especially because like I've watched a few people who like deliberately, because like you get like your Vatividias who like did a bunch of the like press tour and like consumed as much as they could before it came out, and then you get like your Sam Strippins, your Benjis who did not look at a trailer, did not look at any of the promo art, didn't look at a damn thing, and went in completely blind. But I'm still when I get home Friday, stream it that weekend. Okay, don't worry, cool. For the health check.
Health check. People need to stop making games.
Less game, please.
So if the flag has 3 colours and we've got Scarlet and Violet, which, if we follow the typical Pokemon recipe, is going to be the 2 legendaries. That means if we have a legendary trio, the third one should be gold or yellow.
Makes sense.
Because that's the third colour. In theory.
Looks. And gold. Yeah, I feel that.
I suppose Ho-Oh already exists.
True. Gold is very Spanish, that's very true.
That is very true.
Yeah, we'll see.
I guess Ho-Oh isn't specifically a gold Pokemon though. In fact, I think its Pokedex entry is literally the rainbow Pokemon.
It's like, you know, I told you that where in Brilliant Diamond they will have like rooms where you catch them, and the rooms are all themed to them. One for Ho-Oh is insane.
Yeah,
do not enter my FC room unless you want feels, girls.
Ooh.
No piece of music you got playing on that orchestration roll, you motherfucker.
Yeah, Ho-Oh's Pokedex category is literally rainbow Pokemon, whereas Lugia's is the diving Pokemon, so... their games are gold and silver, but the Pokemon not so much. So we could end up with a gold Pokemon.
Very true. Oh yeah, because I've seen a picture of the room for Ho-Oh, but like in the exclusive one for Pearl is Lugia.
Yes, you get Lugia.
I think it'll be the first time I actually have Lugia in a Pokemon game. What I was thinking about one. Did you? Is this what I was gonna do?
Excuse me.
Oops. Right. How do I do this scene? Did I tell you, by the way, I love what name you went for the pop session?
I
Like,
said to you.
What the fuck do we call this?
I said to you at the end of our conversation after we came up with like 50 different names, I was like, all of these are hilarious, but I'm probably not going to be able to pick one because there is no name that can accurately summarize what happens.
It doesn't have to summarize, but it's still funny what you called it. It's like too much happens in this one.
Just watch, please.
Just watch 2 rounds of D&D combat.
Over the course of 3.5 hours.
Truly the craziest shit we've ever done. Oh. Happiness. Yeah, we've already regaled you with our various titles that we came up with. Oh, that featured in one of them. Paladins be busted, yo.
So what, the Swords of Justice better be in Scarlet and Violet, otherwise what's the fucking point?
I don't know what that means.
The Swords of Justice is the name for the Musketeer Pokemon. Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion.
Oh, right.
And also, and the 4th one that obviously represents. I was about to say Artagan, and I was like, nope, that's a Critical Role character.
That's Archfey.
D'Artagnan. That's the one.
D'Artagnan. Right.
D'Artagnan. Interestingly, they were in Sword and Shield.
That kind of makes sense.
Only vaguely. But I'm like, they've got to be in this. They're freaking Musketeers.
Musketeers is French? Or is it Spanish? Am I dumb?
I feel like it's...
Musketeers is French, I think.
feel like it's French, but like... If they can be in Sword and Shield with the excuse...
Well, yeah, for sure.
If they can be in Sword and Shield with the excuse of like, well, England's close to France, it's like, well, Spain, Spain is close to France. Come on.
It's 100% French, but
they should be in it. I think they should be in it because they just suit.
Agreed. vibe is correct.
The vibe, yeah, that's it. If they can be in Sword and Shield, they can be in Scarlet and Violet.
See how they are? Because they're not in X and Y.
Yeah, they're not in X and Y. The fucking the French games.
The French game.
But to be fair, Pokemon was still sort of toying around with having a concrete theme in their regions at that point. When Sun and Moon came out, they were like, okay, we're going to try to really stick to the Hawaii theme. And then Sword and Shield came out and they were like, every Pokemon is British.
Steal their aesthetic. Yeah, X and Y is very French. For a game that's not explicitly French, it's very French.
Yes.
Like X and Y. Slightly unpopular opinion.
I think people rag on it just because it's transitional.
Yeah.
People scowl at change.
Yeah. Not me. Liked my weird French game where I didn't save in the main town and both corrupt your save file.
That's not true. There's Yampa, because that's a Welsh corgi.
Whenever one change in their video game. For the last people who can speak. Gestures of Final Fantasy. Good?
Yeah, I just randomly opened up an article that's titled 5 Things Sword and Shield Get Right About the UK, and I scrolled down and the very first one was correct. The train was running late.
I mean, it's right.
Stone Frog, thank you for following.
Ah, thank you, Stone Frog.
Confused frog noises.
A frog in a jar, we got a stone frog, we got a collection going.
Wow, look at all these frogs.
All these frogs, when did they get here? What is this, anti-tower? Sorry.
That's such a specific niche joke.
I was gonna go for a different one as well, but it's not a dungeon you would have got to, and I needed at least one person to laugh. So dumb. Everyone disliked that.
Kels just hears the enmity noise.
Provoke. Frog is my babe.
Aww.
Oh.
Cutie.
Look. Welcome to the quiet concentration of Blue putting a lot of effort into drawing a cat and me writing nonsense.
I feel like this is good because this was a no thoughts head empty. I'm already in the brain of like, this isn't going to be the warm up. This is going to be the drawing. Because sometimes that happens.
Yeah, it does. It does happen. Has been known to happen. To his stream. We sleepy boys. Really doesn't. It feels like simultaneously 2 years ago was last week, and also like wasn't yesterday. Like that wasn't last week. Like yesterday.
Yeah, time feels very weird right now. Even though I knew I was like I need to get home for art stream, part of my brain was simultaneously like it's Wednesday, and I was like, what?
Yeah. It's
not. It's not Wednesday because I have art stream. Yes, but also it's Wednesday.
Yeah, I've been like my whole. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Low designs, yeah.
Yeah.
Been working on some character stuff over in my brain, but it's all Final Fantasy stuff that I cannot talk about. Final Fantasy continues. Own my life. I cannot be free of its influence, even though I have tried. Let me think about my own ideas. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of character development. I need to look up characters from Greek mythos. Welcome to my hell. Extra caveat on that if you're looking up what I think you're looking up. It makes it extra difficult, but there we go. We won't go into it here. He's not happy because I changed the track. I'm cursed. Brain has decided it only likes Oleander by Mother Mother. It's the only song it likes. Fluffy. Let me see.
Oh, very fluffy.
Fluffy. Food
he's just taking he's following fashion tips from his sister. That's all he's doing. Because Felvy has got the long fur. Bye-bye. Sleep well.
Extra floofy low.
We love the floof. Look, you know that I am very much an advocate for floof.
Yeah, I think that's very well known about you.
I mean, hence why, even though they're related, I was like, no, Felvia's just fluff.
Should be made of fluff. Of shape changes. The things I could do. Changelings is fun. Until it isn't. Me surrounded by 8 people with true sight. E.
I was so angry at myself because I'd literally thought of like something I was going to say and then it didn't happen. But afterwards I was like, there was a million things going off, so it was fine. I was literally just going to say, like, when it was Kirok's turn, because of her true sight on, it was just going to be like, Kirok looks at Posey, and then she looks at you.
Can't see me. I've decided you can't see me, actually.
I feel like you don't understand what true sight means.
Nope. Fuck your true sight. I decide if I am perceived.
Do not. Do not the Posey.
Posey needs to be perceived by more people.
Oh, don't worry. Next session she will be extremely
terrifying.
She's going to be extremely perceived next session. Don't you worry.
I'm going to once again ask everyone to stop perceiving me. There's not. Look, I wish it was that fucking easy. We keep finding things Nesnar and Posey have in common. Yeah, I was going to bring Posey's notebook with me this weekend. Can't remember to do that.
Yes, whatever you want, my dear.
Because it's full, basically, so I'm moving on to a new notebook, so... I don't think there's anything in there that you guys don't know. Health check. Oh, I did need the posture check because my back
Another
hurts.
one?
It's been like time, but...
No, it hasn't. Time is fake. That was a double crack. Excuse me. Don't know, Core, just sounds like the app's broken in that case.
Yeah.
Which, you know, can happen a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been having problems with Twitch on my phone today. Next session, I'm just gonna be like, as Posey, I'm just like, I am grievously wounded and I'm gonna peace. Bye. Please do not look at me. Thank you. Get attacked right now, I will die. I'm on nearly single
Congratulations, you are being healed. Do not resist.
Rather not have my second arms race of the day. Pox went from not being discovered for like a long time to being discovered twice in the same day. It's actually very funny.
I mean, it's all just collectively the same people. It's just you were fine with the group, but the moment you interacted with any of the Moonpigs, you were discovered.
The thing is, I know that Legacy has true sight as well. So, like, Legacy's always known, but, like... Yeah, the moment the Moonpigs came into the picture, I was fucked. Like, yeah.
Look, we all knew that Kirok was basically going to have true sight because thematic.
For sure.
But once you put in the context of like literally in the 20-year gap there was a war literally called the Changeling War, it's not surprising.
War, yeah.
It's not surprising that other characters also took true sight.
No, that's very much the problem. This is all very much all together.
Yep.
Well, it's not exactly, but more or less, the reason why Pox is trying not to be perceived, and the reason that everyone has the ability to perceive Pox is the same reason.
I know that.
Really don't want to fight Varys again, though. Please, Varys, please don't attack me, thank you.
I'm gonna pray again. I'm gonna pray that it's gonna be just one of those simple things of like, you know, like I feel this is what Kirok would do, and I feel like Varys is smart enough to do the same. Of like both Legacy and his simulacrum are there, and they both seem okay with this. So there's probably something going on that's.
You just healed me. Everyone saw that? Everyone see that?
Yes, okay, I killed her.
That means I'm okay. To be fair, it's gonna be up to Kirok, because if Kirok decides that Posy's cool, Varys isn't gonna do shit.
It's very true. Come on, you really think Kirok's gonna do anything?
No. No, I don't.
Exactly.
That's what I'm afraid of. I know what Kirok's powers are.
Kirok is a master of emotional manipulation.
It's like, Kirok was the only reason I can play Fox is because you're not playing Kirok, and now Kirok is here. I'm literally a villain redemption story waiting to happen.
Excellent, I'm so practiced at this. Come hither, I've
It
had
does me all the time that Fox's
so
origin
practice.
story is a villain origin story.
I've had so much practice at redeeming people.
Low cat hits with Varys, yeah. It's been a day for Pox.
It's been a day for quite a few people, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's for real.
King got her body back.
Yep.
Both
King's a full person.
Yeah, both King and Kika learned that they were Archons.
Yep, that was the same day.
Same day. We learned about Posey. We got attacked by weird interdimensional. We got attacked by interdimensional space worms.
Sensor health checking coming. Sense it. There it is.
We delayed on that one.
A second for the points to go through.
Excuse me. I'm yawning a lot.
Yawn. Yeah, I think at this point Pox is like, come on, just go to bed. Today has been too long. Pox was like, maybe I'm gonna run away from the group, and then she didn't have time. Wouldn't have.
You'll be okay, friend. You've done this before. You know you can do this. Maybe you should just make yourself have an early night, because it's probably going to take you a while to fall asleep.
That's real advice right there.
I've not seen any of you since Pop started. That's a wild thought. Thing. Be a good thing, Das.
Take a shot, guys. Me and Naren were talking for more than 2 seconds and we talked about the grass update again. So me and Naren talk to each other at the moment. We're just like, I'll wait for the grass update.
That grass, though.
It's because me and Naren G-pose so much and we do so many cute G-poses that just have like this 8-bit grass. That's the grass update, Squeenix. Did a G-pose set with my new wings last night and it was very good. The grass will be greener on the other side of the update. You get it.
Yep.
PlayStation may die. This might be the end of her. I'm very scared for you, baby girl. She was singing a song of her people, beep beep beep. She has been very quiet. I must have. Did I unplug her? I'm so sorry, baby. No beeps for us today.
Beep!
Beep beep beep.
Beep!
Blue has Sadie, I have my PlayStation. Poor child.
The person Spook was playing Payday with Was it... What? Who? What? Spook didn't play Payday today.
Naren, you're welcome, bud. Seeing you in chat reminded me that I meant to send that to you. The thing called Mikote March. And Naren's recently Fantasia'd into a Mikote, so...
Yes.
I have prompt list from Mikote March.
Cat girls!
Yeah.
You mean yesterday when the Spook was talking about who they used to play with? I think we came to the conclusion that it was something Panda, but like not Panda Eats Rage, it was another Panda. Because apparently there are multiple pandas.
It's true, there are many pandas.
Who knew?
Panda. Population is growing, nature is healing. That's why we deck pandas every week.
Oh boy.
Bringing it back around to a joke that me and Blue made off stream. Tangent.
I think you guys need to stop because, like, we're drinking every 2 seconds. Now I'm out of water. I guess I gotta stand up and go get more water now. Thanks, guys.
More water. That's the thing. Because we multiple people health checking us in chat. Them pretty regularly. So between me and you, chat, I think Blue has slightly lost track of time rather than the more frequent health updates. Much water. No, yeah, way too much water. Famously, a thing that is possible and exists. down a time check. To be fair, I'm normally at least looking at the time, even if I'm not really understanding it, if you know what I mean. Perceiving the information, how it is relational to any previous information, I have no idea.
There. Welcome back. I said earlier that this was not going to be a warm-up.
Yeah, nah.
I could tell from the mindset that I was in, I was like, I'm not drawing anything serious today.
Kids only. I'm gonna take a quick break. I won't be a sec.
Sure. Just you and me, chat. Adding a time check will do nothing. It will just distract us by going, what time is it? Not sure if Firecrock is an apple or a Pokeball. I believe it's neither. I think it's supposed to be a chili pepper, hence why it's a fire type. Okay, this is a long curve. Nope. Do this the old-fashioned way.
It's down to you. It's down to me. Did you ever really think that I'd become someone you'd call your enemy?
Fair, might add a little.
I'm in your nightmares, and there's nowhere to run. Got you seeing double vision lately. Can you see what I've become? The hunt is over, and now you are mine. Out insectos gives you safety, baby. But not this time. It's down to you. It's down to me. Did you ever really think that I'd become someone you'd call your enemy?
Welcome back.
The true shame of misspelling a character's name that I recently killed off.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Lynette, I keep thinking your name has one N in it, but it has two. Two of every letter.
favorite moments of Pop or Okart this week? I mean, there's so much going on in Pop. I don't know how many times we have to reiterate that there just so much happened all the time.
Yeah. I had to pick a favorite moment in Pop when each had like 2 turns.
And every moment was monumental.
Okart's a weird one because you're kind of between times. Okart was very wholesome this week in a way I was not planning for.
Yeah, I'm happy I had a wholesome bit, and I'm happy that I was able to point out a very big problem that needed to be addressed.
I was fully like, all my notes for Okart was just very prepared for like all kinds of like relatively dark scenarios. And then everyone was like, actually, I just want to have a wholesome time. And then you guys fucking forgot that the thing was ours this week. Sometimes you're doing setup for your fun villains, and your players are like, no.
Don't want it.
I don't want it. For Coco, best new starter? I agree.
Hello, Petters. To be fair, there was no bias in this. I rolled a dice. I had Pearls roll a dice. We rolled a dice to see who we would get.
Out this morning and the sun was gone. Turned on some music to start my day, then lost myself in a familiar song. I closed my eyes and I slipped away. So many people have come and gone. Their faces fade as the years go by. Yet I still recall as I wander on, as clear as the sun in the summer sky. Of course, I was never gonna like
I was never gonna like put a problem in front of you guys and be like, it's impossible to solve this. You could try. Every odd against you, it was a like DC 25 to 30 check. Whether you did it is on you guys. On the dice.
That is the nature of the game we play.
And it's a, it's a temporary solution. Let you fully solve the issues, but I have to have a little bit of fun. But yes, you have put a halt to me temporarily from having Kay as a pet. It's a fun thing that me and Kay did. Start of the session, just pop in that message to him like, "Hey, more fucked up. Tell me how." I
don't like your words.
Me culture. Unbeknownst to all of you, there were two very important rolls last session. It was Zal's one, and then there was another one that I made, which is also aggravating me. 3, because you nat 20'd your dream again, didn't you?
Yes! Girl's very angry. I keep nat sweating my dreams.
Like, it's hard for you as a non-caster to use this dream space.
It is.
The DC is higher for you. It doesn't matter, because you keep nat 20.
Let me in. No. Not allowed.
No, stop it.
No. Red, 3 a.m.
I was like, no, I want to talk to a dead man. Actually, I've decided that I can do that. That's a thing that I can do. Wild.
The fact that she is not magical is arguably better because it means that she's going to try stuff that maybe people wouldn't.
Yeah, it's true. You're not constrained by what picking out spells and things. It was so wholesome though.
It was very wholesome.
Broke my heart a little bit. I miss him.
Miss him too.
Sometimes, chat, you kill off a character like in the backstory, like in the background. It's like, oh, this character used to be a thing in your life, but they've kind of gone now, and you don't think it'll ever come up. And here we are.
I mean, I feel like when you're talking about me, you should know better by now. I've illustrated
Well, the thing is,
in the
you
past
and I have
several
spoken about Jonah
times
before
that
as well.
I've illustrated several times that if I write about somebody in my backstory, they will be something later. It is guaranteed, even if they are dead.
Yeah. I like that you worked with me on that. Of like, in the dream is like, I think I'd mentioned before that Jonah always seemed like larger than life and like he had the answers, and you really played into that, and I really appreciate it.
I mean, I appreciated you playing back to my weird, I guess I'm role-playing this as a child now.
Sometimes your players make a choice and you just go, oh, okay.
I don't know why I made that choice.
Made sense.
Because that was the thing, it was like partway through.
It did make sense. It wasn't like a wild choice, it didn't feel like it from
partway through. I was like, oh, yeah. I know this is a dream, but part of me is now playing through this as though it's a memory.
It's both. That's the thing. Like, it's because it's built entirely from your memories of him. Also, this didn't happen, so it's also a construction, right? So it's like it's made of memories, but it's not real. Like it's in that dream space still. So like the fact that it gets funky like that is exactly right, because in dreams you have shit like this where it's like, oh yeah, it was me, but I was like a kid, but it was like me as an adult. Dreams don't randomize everything. It's fun when things get weird in that way. The weirder the dream sequence, the more successful it is.
Yeah, that's why I have fun in the dream space. Look forward to the dream space in a very strange way. I think it. Well, to be honest, I don't think it's that strange that I look forward to it.
I don't think it's strange that you guys look forward to the dream space. Is it good that you guys look forward to the dream space? Questionable.
No. Not when the context is put in of like where the dream space comes from.
Yeah. But while we have it, I mean. Once you entertain dreams, there's a difference between the dream space and the spell dream.
Also, I flick between calling it the dream space and the dreamscape, but both work.
The dreamscape. I think
they're both a generic term. Because the thing is that if somebody's using the dreamscape, then they pull people into them. Not that they
would seem to be the way.
It's not that they visit other people; they pull people to them.
Would seem to be the way that it works. Think about like Zal interacting with his mom last session. Yeah, it's not that way around. You don't go anywhere. You just curate the space that you're in. Yeah, playing Dead Mouse was a fun time.
guess I should make a Twitter for my screenshots. Yes, you should, Naren. 100%. I don't know why you haven't already.
Welcome to Final Fantasy Twitter screenshots culture. Fantasy Twitter is a weird place. Ah, finally. 2 pages into this, and this has finally taken the turn I wanted to take.
Hey.
I hear the drums echoing tonight, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words arranging melodies. He turned to me as if to say, "Hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drive me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had."
I see you've incidentally turned this little kitten into a ghost Pokemon.
It's the in-between phase.
Spooky.
The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened
think my internet might be dying.
I feel like your internet is in a constant state of dying, friend.
It's 11 p.m.
It sure is. Look at that. Wild how that happens sometimes.
The time continues to pass.
Sounds fake. How has the writing gone this week? You've been mostly silent about it.
I'm mostly silent. I've written a decent amount, like a page and a half.
Nice.
I've got more of a solid idea of where this is going. Last week I was just kind of writing. But I actually know what, like, start and end point of this is now. It has, like, a narrative to it.
Okay.
Which is nice. I'm writing a dinner.
Ooh.
I'm writing Amelia and Giselle, her little sister, having dinner. And they're the only two at this very massive dining table, which is a trope I like, as Blue is well aware.
I have an art piece dedicated to that trope, as you know.
It's basically a conversation about what happened in the last story. It's about what happened to Lynette. It's also trying to do something kind of clever with it, where it's about what happened to Lynette, as Giselle doesn't know. But like the other thing that's kind of implied in this, because the question for this prompt was about the system for feeding, and I'm like, well, the only way Amelia I can think of would be able to eat in this context, vampire context, would be the servants. So like, it's kind of a conversation that's happening underneath conversation. But it's also building up Giselle and Amelia's relationship, because it's going to be important for the next one that I write. Mortal will flee with me, and I've only got one mortal left. So I really wanted to establish Giselle and Amelia's kind of slightly off, very tense kind of relationship that they have.
Right.
Is basically the dynamic is that Giselle is younger. She thinks and probably is a better candidate to be like the lady of the house, right? Because Amelia is kind of a, you know, before she was a vampire, she was, you know, sort of a delinquent in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
So like, she has no care for responsibility at all. So there's this just like this tone throughout the whole thing that like Giselle, despite being the younger sister, is like talking down to her the whole time. At the same time, Amelia's got like this whole second life that she's trying to hide from her. Like there's this just very tense sort of, it's a very tense dinner, shall we say. It's also by accident kind of a story about their like family situation, because like there's a lot about like the fact that their parents are gone, and like their parents were like big socialites and wanted a lot of people in this big house, and now it's just them. That's kind of a weird situation as well. It's a conversation with a lot going on in it. Kind of fun to work with. I read that word. Going out for drinks is a very different connotation when dealing with vamp people. You get it.
Yeah.
There's this also this weird dynamic in this of like they're eating dinner because I could just read this whole thing. I kind of don't want to. Because Amelia only takes dinner with Giselle because she kind of feels bad for her. Obviously, Amelia can't enjoy food or taste food or eat food, really. Like, I'm gonna sit here and eat dinner and be thoroughly unhappy the whole time, but I feel like I have to be here. Are you a food that is like ash in their mouths kind of vampire writer, or a food is a stale, bland, and miserable experience for them to eat kind of vampire writer? Kind of both. Like, think I'm not one of those people where it's like vampires cannot eat mortal food at all. I think they can. It's just like unpleasant, doesn't taste good, and doesn't make them feel good, and in fact makes them hungrier. That's kind of where I sit. I don't think anything actually happens to the food apart from the fact that they just don't. It's like eating stuff that they should be able to eat. They shouldn't be able to digest. I've also gone back and forth on drinking this. Not made a stable choice there. My logic is like, if they don't eat, especially in this kind of time period, if they don't eat anything ever, people notice that behavior. But if they can like pretend, like they can eat, but they're just like deeply not enjoying themselves, you can kind of play that off. Yeah, that's a fun way to do it. way you read it. You will really enjoy this. Get a lot out of this, what I'm writing here. Frog update.
Hell yeah. Him looking fancy.
Ooh, look at that fancy boy. So cool. I did catch it, Frog. Goes the colouring blue.
Pretty good. Nearly done, I think.
Yeah. Do you want to finish that and then we'll finish up?
I think so, yes. Behold a child.
E. The bean.
Last little touch. There we go.
E. Kitty.
Kitty cat.
I'm gonna attack that kitty. Getcha.
Damn.
My fire type.
There you go.
There's a kitty.
Ooh. It's 11:23. I could have sworn you only told me it was 11 5 minutes ago.
The concept of time is gone today.
Why is my time perception so shite?
That's how it goes.
I need to go to bed. I'm gonna sleep in
Blue's
tomorrow.
falling asleep.
I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow, I can tell. I am knackered.
Okay. Bye, chat.
Good night, chat. There is no
see you
D&D
next week.
tomorrow. There is no D&D tomorrow. We will see you next week, unless I decide to do interim streams. If I do, they will be spur of the moment, so you will have to follow my Twitter to see when I am doing them.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.